Hello, Tim here. Welcome to my channel. In today's Crazy Wood Corner, I'm going to talk about balsa wood. It's also known as Acroma pyramidal, which is the Latin name. Doesn't mean anything to me, but we'll talk about it as balsa wood. And it's a favorite wood of mine from my early childhood. It was one of the first woods I worked with on my own. My dad, back when I was about 4th grade or so, started me working with it when we built a balsa wood model airplane. And it was, I had things like this that I played with when I was younger, and I still play with these. But this balsa model, I could work on it without power tools, which is the beauty of that kind of stuff, still is. So you can just work with simple tools like X-Acto knives and a little back saw like this. I didn't have this one, I had something similar, but these kind of tools are what I used. And balsa is a South American tree, and it can grow quite rapidly. 6 to 10 years, it can be 60 feet tall or more. It can be 90 feet even. It can grow from a diameter of 12 inches up to 45 inches in that span of time. There's a really interesting sea story called the Kon-Tiki, and perhaps you've heard about it. The Kon-Tiki was an idea that a group of individuals had a theory of how the Pacific Islanders got to the island across the Pacific Ocean when there's so much water to have to traverse to get over there. They theorized that they floated on a raft. So they built a raft out of balsa wood and lashed logs together like they would have done in prehistoric times. I'm not sure what time period that was, but it was actually done in 1947. This adventure was done, and they succeeded, but barely. They got to the island, and it's a great movie if you haven't seen it already. It's in 2012. They did a remake of that story called the Kon-Tiki, and it was all balsa wood, which apparently got waterlogged toward the end, and a lot of issues with that. But my story with balsa wood, with the airplane and models that are built using sticks of wood like this, and these are still available. It's commercially available wood, and I picked these out of a store called Hobby Lobby, and they have some interesting grain on this. One time, a number of years ago, I was helping one of my children with a project for school, and we made it out of balsa wood, and it turned out really well, except I decided I would finish it with a varnish type of material, kind of a oil varnish kind of stuff, which was a big mistake because it just soaked right into the wood, and that's what it'll do. It's so porous. So balsa wood is a very porous material. If you're going to finish it, if you're going to build an airplane, it's best to use an airplane dope, which is kind of expensive, but it's lightweight and it does a good job for that kind of purpose. But otherwise, use a sanding sealer and to close up the pores, and you can paint on top of it. It's also used as a core for surfboards, for refrigeration and insulating. It's used also for fishing lures, and among other things. It's just fun. It's fun to use, and though I don't use it much anymore, I've had a kind of a fondness for it. Now I'm going to weigh this. You can see I have a scale, and the airplane's been sitting on it, but that didn't move the scale. So I'm going to put one piece on here, see what it does. Scale didn't move at all. 2 pieces, still didn't move. Even with the airplane on it, still didn't move. Well, the biggest piece of balsa wood I've ever had is this, about 29 inches long, 4 inches thick. So I'm going to stand it upright. And this is about 2 pounds. This is a shipping scale, which I use for weighing luggage and everything I need a measurement for. It's not down to the ounces and all that, but it's 2 pounds. And by comparison, this is a piece of basswood. It's about 1/4 the size, same thickness as this balsa wood. And this weighs in at almost 3 pounds. Yeah. So you get an idea. Basswood is the other very soft hardwood. And balsa being a hardwood, categorically hardwood because it loses its leaves every year. It's very interesting. This is so lightweight. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I bought it because I thought I wanted to be a big piece of balsa wood because it brought such happy memories of my childhood time. I'm thinking I might carve an anvil out of it and paint it to look like metal, but then I don't know what I'd do with that other than just have fun with it or toss it to somebody and see if they could catch it. I'll toss this plane to you. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.